It's time that everyone gets to know a little about you. Time to shine. We will be opening to the world soon. Now is the time to step up and be heard. You are a founder and you took this amazing journey in ONPASSIVE. Send in a short video clip, 10 minutes maximum, a little about yourself. How you found out about ONPASSIVE, and what you would like to do in the future. All details will be in the description below this video. You deserve to be heard. Let's shine on you. Send all clips to onpassivenation@gmail.com. Goes beyond material transactions. It's a transformative force that benefits both the giver and receiver, impacting personal well-being, relationships, and even broader communities. Here's why giving holds such powerful value. Creates connection and empathy. When we give, we step outside ourselves and experience another person's reality, fostering empathy. Whether it's helping someone financially or giving time and emotional support, giving builds connections that deepen relationships and understanding. Boosts personal happiness and fulfillment. Research shows that giving activates areas in our brain associated with pleasure, social connection, and trust, releasing feel-good chemicals like dopamine. This helper's high makes us feel happier and can even reduce stress and anxiety. Encourages reciprocity and builds community. Giving encourages a sense of shared responsibility, often inspiring others to give in return, whether through mutual aid or in a broader, indirect way. Communities built on mutual support and generosity become stronger and more resilient. Shifts focus from self to others. Giving helps us step back from our own needs and challenges, creating a sense of perspective. This outward focus can alleviate negative emotions and, over time, foster greater mental well-being. Strengthens purpose and identity. Giving aligns actions with personal values, which can reinforce a sense of purpose and meaning. Many people find that giving makes them feel more grounded and connected to their identity. Makes a tangible difference. On a societal level, giving can lead to substantial change, whether it's through volunteering, supporting local businesses, or contributing to causes. Collective acts of giving are essential in addressing big challenges like poverty, education, and health. Giving, therefore, isn't just about what we give but how we shape our world by creating bonds, enriching lives, and paving the way for a more compassionate society. A fundamental change in the underlying assumptions or methods in a particular field, often disrupting established norms or ways of thinking. Coined by philosopher Thomas Kuhn in his work on the structure of scientific revolutions, paradigm shifts happen when existing frameworks can no longer address new problems or questions. This leads to a radical rethinking that reshapes the field, like the transition from Newtonian physics to Einstein's theory of relativity or the shift from print to digital media in journalism. In business, a paradigm shift might involve a new technology or model that fundamentally changes the market, like the advent of the internet, e-commerce, or cloud computing. These shifts can redefine industries, pushing companies to adapt quickly or risk being left behind. Let's look at the recent paradigm shift in the field of artificial intelligence. Specifically with the rise of generative AI and large language models, LLMs. Previously, AI was focused on narrow applications, like image recognition or recommendation systems, that were programmed to perform specific tasks. However, with the advent of generative AI, we're seeing a shift to models capable of generating text, images, code, and even videos based on vast datasets. This change is reshaping industries from creative work and customer service to software development and healthcare. Companies are rethinking processes, from automating content creation and enhancing customer interactions to innovating product design and drug discovery. This paradigm shift is prompting organizations across industries to consider new business models, workflows, and even ethical guidelines in ways we hadn't imagined just a few years ago. We will be part of the next paradigm shift.
Hello, 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 everyone. We should be live. Chris, say something. Your mic is on.
Okay, I'm here. Let me hang up the phone.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep, no problem.
I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me see my mute. Okay, now try say something.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Nope, I can't hear you, buddy.
All right, I'm going to take you out. You bring yourself back in. I tried to bring you in. I should know.
How about now?
Can you hear me?
I can't freaking hear you. No.
Let
me sign out and come back in.
Okay. Not a big deal. At least we got the right channel. Hello, everybody. Yeah, what happened is it made a double post. So we have to find out which one is which. Not the end of the world. Never give up, as it says at the bottom. Chris will be right back. Anyway, hello everybody, and thank you for coming. Red will not be on today, so we'll be okay. I wanted to play a real quick clip. The theme today is never give up. Speech given by Winston Churchill and all that. So it was pretty. It came to me that that'd be a pretty good thing to talk about. Obviously, this is how Ash leads his life. He never gives up. So here's a short video I put together.
Keeping your commitment to your goals and aspirations intact is essential, even when things are challenging. Each and every obstacle presents you with a chance to gain knowledge, and each challenge helps you grow more resilient. Keep in mind that each and every step, regardless of how insignificant it may seem, brings you closer to achieving your objective. Don't stop moving forward. Keep your focus on the prize. Maintaining your motivation and resiliency can be facilitated by concentrating on the ultimate goal. It is impossible to avoid encountering obstacles and distractions. Nevertheless, if you have your prize in mind, you will be able to endure through them. When you finally accomplish what you set out to do, all of the effort and sacrifice that you put in will have been well worth it. Keep your attention on the task at hand and advance. Remember, you are always 100% right. If you believe you can, you will. If you don't, you won't.
Fantastic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it's something about rebooting. I get the same thing with my headset.
I'm like, no.
No. It's not a big deal. This is a piece of cake.
Morning, everybody.
Did you want to go first, or you want?
No, you go right ahead, Marty.
Okay.
I'll finish off.
All right. Like I said, I wanted to talk about never giving up, and I want a big advantage I believe we all have, all of us, and the reason is because it is all of us. When you're doing something like at work, when I was a manager, and then I was different jobs, but I always was leading people. I was a supervisor or manager or something, or a group of people, whatever. And this is what made me bring it up, because I did it for myself, is I never gave up, but I got everybody involved. What I mean is everybody with me had the same mindset of never give up. It's so much easier when you go to a task like this company. An example, Frank, Narelle, everybody here, all of you here, you're here every day. You're together. We're together on what? Never giving up. Makes it so much easier, because if I'm a little down, Gina Levick will say something, or little Elaine, and you go, I feel better. You see what I mean? but in a lot of cases, never give up there alone. That's why I believe for Mr. Mufara, who, yes, he's doing 98% of the stuff, but it's a real warm, great feeling for him when he looks back and he's got a million people saying, we got your back. You see what I'm saying? Because we're all going the same direction. But if you got to drag somebody to go and never give up, if it's a personal thing, okay. But I believe, as I always said, the company in a whole is unstoppable because of the things I'm saying. Ash didn't give up. So we're not going to give up, even though we're only going to put 2% in, but we don't give up on him. And he doesn't give up on his dream. It all hooks together. It's very powerful. But I wanted to read a couple things. I did that real quick video. One of the most famous speeches given, it was at a school called Harlow School in 1941. Churchill encapsulated the spirit. He said, I think it was the end of the year and kids are graduating and what he said, never give in. Never, 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 in nothing great or small, large or petty, never give in, except to the conviction of the honor and good sense. And where that came from was him, as he's fighting the war machine that we know as Nazi Germany. And he'll be known in history as never giving up. Never. And that's pretty cool. And I believe Mr. Mufara not only will be known for contributing to painting the world in a good way, changing the world in a good way, like a change that we'll be able to see and feel. That's powerful. That's powerful. Because if it was only about one individual, yeah, even if you could make hundreds of billions like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, okay, then they make $1 trillion, then they make 10 trillion, 50 trillion. What impact does that have on anybody else? Nobody but his immediate family. Where an ONPASSIVE, he gives people the ability to give to others financially. Listen, if you have free time, if you have got to the point, this is going to happen overnight, but you get to the point where you no longer have to work, and your work becomes, you took care of you, you're not worried about money. That's my main thing. I don't want to think about it. But you can actually go out and uplift other people, and then you get them to the same situation you're in, and they get to, and you do this straight down, wide, down, wide, down, wide, and we all do that. Think about the power that is. It's massive. And it all goes back to Ash didn't give up. Yeah, some people got on this journey and they felt it was just too hard to follow. I would say it's too hard to do tasks, but they weren't. It's too hard to spend all the money, but they didn't. Too hard to put up with all the fighting back or kicked in the gut or door slammed in their face. But none of us had to put up with that. We just had to wait. And for me, time would have went by whether I was here or not. If I'm alive here in ONPASSIVE, or if I never saw ONPASSIVE. The only difference would have been massive for me is I would have never had the hope and the future of this company, what it could do for me. I'd still be jumping around one object to the other. Maybe I could have made money even doing it. That wouldn't have been fulfilling, right? I would rather be in something where everybody has the same opportunity, everybody can win, and it's unlimited, and we can share that prosperity and abundance with other people. If I have to wait for it to happen. I don't think wait can be in the, what does that mean? Yeah, but if this happened 6 months ago, yeah, if I was born, if I was 125 pounds and I was a girl and had blonde hair, I could be a ballerina, but I wasn't. But either way, time happened and we're here. I feel fortunate to be here. Do I wish sometimes things could be different? But I don't know if I do or not. I think things happen for a reason and things happen for a certain time in our life. I was like, oh, I wish I had this at 25. Really? What good would that do me? Me at 25 and being able to make as much money as I want, I might not have made it to 30. Not the same. I had the same morals, but I'm not the same person. You're a freaking nut in your 20s and early 20s. You don't think the same. So anyway, let me move on. This statement became, uh, it was known as leadership style and resilience. He encouraged in others. The message he conveyed was even in the face of overwhelming adversity, one should continue to stand strong and push forward. Staying committed to your dreams is key, even when the roads get tough. Every setback is a chance to learn. That's the hardest thing. We get a setback in our life and we focus on the setback instead of, okay, while this is bad, what can I do? A prime example, the site got shut down in June. I could have just went, well, I'm not doing nothing until it comes back. But what we did, we thought about what should we be doing to make the most out of where we are now. I didn't call it a bad time, a good time, whatever. Hey, let's start finally we got the time. Let's throw people above ourselves. Let's shine the light on other people. That's what we did. And I want to tell you something. Would I have wanted to miss that time? No. Looking back, no. So this brings people, we're doing shine the light in people from Vietnam, Laos, Germany, Ireland, UK. We got people from
China.
China. Oh yeah, we had China, Japan, everywhere. So yeah, I'm glad that came to mind while we were paused for a little bit. So there's always a break, always a break part. I believe the core of the company and the real family-oriented feeling came during the pandemic. It's when everybody came in. It's when we started using Zoom. We had to get together. We got to talk to somebody. We got to know somebody. Now, we all started off shy because we're like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. They don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. Right? So we grew from each other. You want to put a price tag on that? I don't know what it is. It's a lot. I know a lot of us grew like way more than we would have if it wasn't during this time. But how? Are you going to grow alone at home? Or with just friends you knew and grew up with? No. You put on a different act sometimes with your friends. The friends I had were from high school. I was a jackass in high school. I was a good guy, but I mean, I'm not the same as I am now. Now, do they call me sometimes? Yeah, because they see the YouTube. They see, wow, man, that's so cool. They think it's cool. Do I ask them to get in? No. We get going and things are right. They'll get in. I've already got that done. Do I talk about the products? No. I think they're going to be the best in the world. So why waste time on that? Will I talk about them after they come out? Definitely. Definitely, we will blow it up. All of us. The main thing for you to never give up, this helps. by keeping your eye on the prize. What do you want? Immediately, what do you want? Midterm, what do you want? Long term, what do you want? ONPASSIVE can, I believe, can take all of those. The shiny objects, it never could. The shiny object, you want to make money, and you hope you can make it more than 1 month in a row, and you hope that the people you bring in can too. It's pretty much climbing Mount Everest in your underwear. Okay, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Buck naked, no tools. Then you get your family to come in, they buck naked too. Cold as hell. Anyway, I'm not going to keep going there. Focus on the end goal keeps you motivated and resilient. Distraction and obstacles are bound to pop up. June went down. Something happened on Ash's side that was bad. That's something that popped up. Distraction, obstacles with the government, obstacle, distraction. It happens. But that's what builds character. That's what builds resilience. If you can say, listen, anybody can say, I'll never give up. And you're sitting down eating cake and ice cream. I mean, wow, what a trooper you are. It's simple. Of course you're not going to give up. You're not doing anything. It's like people saying, you want gold, but do you want to go dig for it? I don't know why it's so expensive. Because you got to grab a freaking 5 tons of earth to get an ounce of it. And the same with ONPASSIVE. The more digging, the more crap, the more sweat, the more aggravation, the more whatever, sweeter the prize. I would say this is unique, but history tells you that. The harder the work, the more push, the whatever that goes on, and you don't give up, the outcome are usually life-changing. Right? Think about it. The light bulb. If Edison could have just took a piece of something, threw it in a vacuum glass, added electricity to it, lit up, and never went out again, he's got a light bulb. Yay! That isn't what happened. Tried it 1,000 different times. I'm sure he's called an idiot, called all kinds of names. What are you doing? We got candles. We got lanterns. When somebody went by in that loud, noisy contraption with smoke shooting out of the back, and a blacksmith watched him go by. Hey, idiot, you're scaring my horse. That's nothing but trouble. We got to make sure they don't happen. We went from beat up roads, being pulled by a horse, to a 1,000 horsepower car. Things happen. Was it good? Yeah, it was good. Somebody had a dream. Henry Ford. I could make one of these one at a time and take a month, or I can make it so that I can make 100 at a time and have 10,000 in a month. And that's where he came up with the conveyor. What's that called, Chris? Say it.
Automation.
No, that's not it.
Oh, the assembly line.
Assembly line.
Sorry.
That changed the world. Now, he did come up with a comment. You can have this in any color you want as long as it's black. But they moved on from that too. But anyway, every effort and sacrifice will be worth it. Will be worth it when you reach what you've been looking for. The cool thing about this, for somebody to make Mr. Olympia, he got to lift a lot of weight, got to eat like a maniac, and he goes month after month after month after month after month, and very few really win. In this one, Ash is doing the weightlifting, he's doing the training, and we're all going to come out looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just an example. But all the work's being done with him. So all we got to do is wait, have faith in the journey. Have faith that, listen, you can't make somebody have faith. My thing is, he showed me who he is. I have perfect reason to believe in him and follow him more than anybody else I've ever followed. Ever. Not even close. He walked what he said. He did what he said. And when things got bad, he told us it's bad. I got beat up. He even said there was things I could have done different. But you know what comes with leading with your heart? People are going to get you. Eventually going to get you. But if you have never give up, in the long run, darkness loses. It always loses. Bad always loses in the long run. If you think temporary, it's a rough life. It takes bad things happen and you don't let it go. You dwell in that. It's hard. I've had bad things. Called down to the office at 10 years old. My mom's there. What's going on? My brother died in Vietnam. Another time, a couple of years later, I'm there. They call me down. I thought, okay, who is it this time? This is my second oldest brother. Got killed in a car accident. And worse enough, I go to school a couple of days later, and for show and tell, Johnny Boy's got a paper of my brother that got killed in Vietnam. Yeah, devastating things happen. But as time goes on, you know what I learned? That little boy didn't do it to be bad. He was kind of trying to show, make kind of respect the guy was a hero, right? My brother. But for me, he wasn't some hero in the military. He's my brother. So you learn to have compassion and realize they did not always, or somebody doing something to get you. Now, sometimes it's obvious. But, you have never give up, get committed. And, I have people that every few weeks, not a lot with me, they do it with Chris, and I don't like it, but they keep going to him, telling him why we should quit. But yet they won't quit. Think about that for a minute. Hey, did you see this and this? I can't believe that's happening. Quit. Leave this evil freaking empire. I wouldn't be, if I felt like that every day, I would be gone. Life's too short. I sure as heck wouldn't have my big banana ass on here every day. Are there bad days and good? Yes. Yes, there's a lot of days that aren't that much fun. My home and all that. But I'm looking beyond it. I don't want to give up. I know where we're going. This is temporary. I practice that at home. We practice it in our home. I talk to Dawn. She's not here. She goes through some bad times with the kids, taking them out, taking them to therapy, emotional things in the morning. We don't know when JJ's going to have Marvin the meltdown, right? We don't know. But we're prepared for it. And we know it's only temporary. And we learn, and it goes and goes and goes. He's starting to learn it's temporary, so it's getting better. So a lot of those things that happen to us in life, if you love somebody now, more than likely it's because they walked through cow manure for a long time in their life, or off and on. Most of the time, the nicest person you ever met that gives and cares, has empathy for people, has had some patches of nasty shit in their life. To put it blunt, kids should be at school. So if they're hearing this, they're playing hooky. But the truth is, I've never met anybody that I look at and say, man, what a wonderful person. And they lived like on a golden platter. It's usually somebody that went through a lot of crap and they came to the other side. They never, ever gave up. That's powerful. That's really powerful. And I look up to people like that. For what Ash is going through, and people saying, yeah, but we waited and the company owes me. I just do common sense thought here. Let's think about common sense. How much did us Did you, did me, did all of us pay to be in ONPASSIVE total? Don't tell me about 2 or 3 accounts. That doesn't matter. One account, how much did you pay in 6 years, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 years? I'm going to tell you my grand total. You ready? 97, 143. You're waiting for more? That's it. I paid that much monthly in almost every business I was in. We're talking, I'm on my 6th year. And by the way, I was given 1 whole year of free conferencing. Free. So, and I built a friendship. I got to travel the world without leaving my home. Met people from every part of the world. Good people. Why? Because they were drawn in by a person that has a good heart. So I won the lottery already. Now what's coming next? That's just a cherry on top. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris Johnson because he's just ripping to tell you something. And I know you look at me and it looks like I'm in Florida, and you look at this dude with a parka on and a freaking hat and a snow pile behind him. I don't know where he's at, but here he is. Johnson, Chris.
Good morning, DeGarmo, Marty. I love you, brother. I love all you. All right, let this get going. I got a lot to say. I know Red's on here. He's not doing a live today because they just got home. So I'm going to try not to go over. I don't think I have a lot of information I want to tell you. And I'll tell you after I do the birthdays and the prayers. Rupa Roy, happy birthday. Zai Lee, happy birthday. Nahari Maharana, happy birthday. Talisha Walker, happy birthday. And Barb Cruttenden, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a blessed day. Now, important day today for prayers. And I'm going to turn it all on Robin Noble today. She's having surgery today. She's having a procedure done. And in the process, I want to share her sister's message that she sent for all of us. I wrote it, but I'd rather you hear it. So hopefully that you can hear it. Let me get it up. Marty, tell me if you can hear this. Turn up your volume, guys. Here it goes.
I wanted to say thank you to you and both, especially for your love and kindnesses that you have shown Robin, and the prayers and the love and the support and the friendship. On your live today, would you be so kind as to express my appreciation to everybody who has reached out to Robin, who has contributed, who has sent her love, who has sent her direct messages, kept her in their prayers. We are most grateful, and I especially am grateful for all the love that is being directed to my sweet sister. Bless you both, and if you would be so kind as to share that at a time that you think is appropriate. I appreciate that, and we'll send updates along the way. Love you both, and thank you.
Well, I shared her message. I thought it would be more personal. Robin, we are all praying for you. Good luck today. And Simone, I say her name wrong all the time. I call her S. Thank you for that lovely message, and it was really nice. So keep her in your prayers, guys. She's got a lot going on for her right now. So, and other people, everyone I've mentioned before, we're praying for you. I just wanted to throw a little hardcore ones at Robin today. I've got a lot to say. So I'm going to throw some real life stats at you. I'm going to throw some information at you, and then I'm going to turn it into the whys. So bear with me. I did a lot of work on this. I don't want to sit there and just read, but I have a lot of reading. But just listen real carefully. In America, the USA has approximately 33.2 million businesses in 2024. 99.9% of all businesses are small business. There are 20,000 large corporations in the USA with over 500 employees each. Bear with me. 71% of USA or global businesses have an online presence. Remember that. Okay. 71% globally has an online presence business. Now I'm just talking business today. Now I'm going to give you some stats from Zoom. Am I promoting Zoom? No, but I want to explain to you what they have and what is a possibility for ONPASSIVE. According to Zoom, 500,000 businesses globally use their platform. This includes 70% of the Fortune 100, over half of the Fortune 500 companies, 8 of the 10 largest U.S. banks, over half the world's largest banks, 9 of the top U.S. hospitals, 8 of the top largest U.S. health systems, 7 of the top global pharmaceutical companies. Zoom's uses, as we all know, increased during COVID-19 pandemic as the business adapted to the platform to keep employees and families connected. Other industries that use Zoom the most include education, marketing, and technology. Now, keep that all in the back of your brain there. Here are some of the Zoom statistics. Okay. Zoom's annual revenue for 2024 was $4.5 billion. The average length of a meeting on Zoom is 52 minutes. Zoom issued 385,200 new licenses in 2020. Zoom has approximately 7 million Zoom phone paying user seats. Okay. Let me jump down here. And there's a reason I'm telling you all this. You just got to bear with me. Okay. Some of these things might be a repeat, but I want to make a point. As of 2023, 71% of business globally have a website. I told you that. Online business, more than 28% of companies conduct online activities. Small business, 71% of small businesses have a website, and 63% have an e-commerce presence. Website investment, 43% of small business and plan to invest in their website performance. Now, that's keywords. Plan to invest in their website performance, okay? The percentage of businesses conducted online has been increasing since 2020 and is expected to continue to grow. The percentage of business conducted online increased in 2020 from 7.9% to 25.6%. 2023, the percentage of business conducted online is expected to increase due to more companies adapting flexible work from home schedules. Big deal. 2025, the percentage of business conducted online is forecasted to reach almost 30%, and that's just going to keep growing. Okay. Other online business statistics include. Now listen to this. This is important what I'm telling you. 252,000 new websites are created every single day. 21% of business owners report low website traffic issues. Why? Because they don't know how to run traffic. What is ONPASSIVE? What is one of the key things that we do in ONPASSIVE? We run traffic to these websites. So let me say that again. 21% of business owners report low website traffic issues. Very important. 1.13 billion website statics for 2024. There are around 1.13 billion websites globally, with about 350 million registered in the US and 11.1 million in the UK. Okay. You get those numbers, what I'm trying to say? They're all making websites, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. But what is ONPASSIVE really known for through us, the founders? Driving the traffic. You remember I asked you a lot of, in the beginning, people made videos and he said, I'm going to run 5,000, 10,000, 100,000. And he did that. He showed us right then and there what he can do to drive traffic. Most companies think, we got a big name. Let's just make a website. Everyone will come. No, that's not how it works. I don't care how big a company you are. You still have to drive traffic to your website, no matter how big you are. Bottom line. So the question of whether business still need business websites, it's not a simple one. Yes, for a business, a traditional website will continue to serve as a crucial hub for information, credibility, and customer engagement. Okay. That's very important for any business. If you're selling coffee mugs or water bottles and you make a website and no one's going to it, no one's going to know who you are. Again, ONPASSIVE has the tools and the traffic and the AI that's going to drive to these websites. Now, remember all these percentages I have been telling you. What happens if a business does not have a website? Print ads and social media efforts can attract customers, but having a website is crucial for displaying services, offering detailed information, and allowing sales to happen directly on the site. Not having a website may result in losing potential customers who prefer to explore a company's offerings online. That's a big deal, guys. Listen, I told you the percentages. If you own a business and you don't have a website, you're really losing a lot of stuff out. Now you come into a company that's going to drive direct traffic right to your website. Big deal. Okay, let me jump down here. What does ONPASSIVE do? We drive traffic. Now listen, the money companies will save from purchasing our video conferencing, they will also be reinvesting to buy more traffic to their websites. In other words, the money that we're going to save them as they jump onto the OConnect platform, okay, one product. They're going to save so much money that they're going to want to reinvest with this company and say, you're going to drive traffic for us too. Yep. And then, of course, the money they save, they're going to reinvest back into their own company. I really like that. We are a company that helps businesses grow and prosper. You all know how Ash starts a webinar and says, my name is Ash Mafara and I'm your friend. Well, guess what? Every business is going to be our friend. Get fired up, folks. This is all coming our way. Now, I'm going to break down to another thing. Every large corporation or company, who do they have? They have a workforce. They have thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, people that work for them. Now, if you have individuals that are working in these companies and they're on the OConnect platform, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to like it. They're going to see it. It's cheaper. They're going to talk to their family and friends that are in another company. All right. It's called the cheapest marketing out there, word of mouth. These individuals will start saying, wait, what is this? I can do this? These individuals are now going to sign up realizing that they can have their own business and earn some income. And we're going to spread it out. And families are going to go crazy about this. I'm jumping because I got so much I don't want to say it all. Now, remember this. That's one product I'm talking about. That's one stream of income. Okay. Now, think about all our other products that will be coming out just for business. Staff, Tracker, Academy, Verify, Mail, Trim. That's 7 streams of income with Connect. Okay. Many more products will be added, multiple streams of income just from business in the USA. Now, times that 100 times more with global businesses added. Remember, that's 33.2 million business just in the USA. Another 367 million globally. Okay. Excuse me, 359 million businesses globally as of 2024. With new companies being formed every year, I think you get the big picture. Okay. I think now you understand why Ash Mafara is looking at everything 16 times over, taking his time because he's got to do this right with his amazing team. A lot of people question me every day. Where is he at? Where's the updates? I'm explaining to you. The percentage that I just told you is real percentages, real stats. If we took 20%, not took, but companies joined us, just 20% of that, guess what's going to happen? A boom. It's going to be a mass explosion. When you think of all the hospitals, the banks, how many of you gone to a hospital? I've been in one a few times. The first thing the nurse always tells me is, you got to wait. This computer system is so slow. It's horrible. Okay. Me, that's music to my ears. Me, I'm going to be walking in every hospital in my area saying, we got something better. It's cheaper. Now, the plus is a company can get into ONPASSIVE and earn money. So now they're in They got their company. We're driving traffic to their business. They're making money from ONPASSIVE for getting into this. And it's a win-win situation. It goes around and around and around. The word of mouth will do so many things for us. It's already done for the last 5 years. We got ourselves out there. But imagine a big company. I don't want to say names. Imagine a big company. We'll call it Chrisakala Hola Hala, okay, business. It's the biggest company in the world. And they find out about ONPASSIVE. What's the main reason people get into business? To make money, not give it away. When they see what the other company is charging, all right, the other video platform is charging, and then they see what we're charging, plus they can get paid for it, put that money back into their company, put that money back into driving traffic to their websites. And you guys asked me, Chris, how big is this thing really? Go by percentages, folks. The world is a digital world. Everything's computerized, phone, tablet. You shop every day online. There isn't a time where your phone isn't in your hand looking at something in the media. All right. It's never going to go away. It's only going to improve. With ONPASSIVE AI and all the tools coming out, it's going to be an amazing, amazing things. You can keep timesing 100 to 100, and it keeps getting better than that. It's like when you go out, we use this example. Hey, Marty, guess what? I just saw this great movie. Oh, my God, you got to see it. That's exactly what's going to happen with ONPASSIVE and their products. Hey, Sarah, this is Lindsay over at Krista Kokomoka Company. Hey, I want to let you guys know something. We got this great new thing. That's how it's going to work, guys. You just don't know it. Plus all the advertising that Ash Mafar is probably going to do all over the place. It's going to go viral. And guess what? You're a part of a history-making company, and you probably don't realize it yet. You are a part of the biggest thing that's ever going to happen in any of our lifetimes, okay? And you're thinking about it. I don't know why you're thinking about it, okay? I let it happen because I'm not doing any of the work. I'm talking about it. Ash Mafar and this team, this amazing team, is doing all this for us. But look at the percentages. You can Google this stuff if you want. Look what I've got. I got all kind of stuff. I can keep going on, but I'm not going to keep going on because I know Marty's doing this and he wants to add some. I said, I'm going to give you something that's going to fire people up. I don't want you sleeping tonight. I want you to think about the percentages. I want you to think about the world, 8 billion people, 357 just for million businesses globally. Okay. And they all want to make money. They all want to save money. They're going to have to go through you to do that. Remember that. I want you fired up. I wanted to say something exciting today. And after I was up all night reading through this, I could have talked for 16 hours about the stuff that I learned on the computer last night about online businesses. All right. 254,000 websites being made a day. And let me ask you something. Do you think you just make a website and all of a sudden everyone comes to it? No. Those individuals, because they're trying to build something, are going to find out, about ONPASSIVE and the direct drive trafficking, the AI. Where do you think they're going to go? Where do you think that companies are going to go to improve their websites? I don't know, but this fired me up. I gave myself goosebumps last night reading it. I want you to be excited. And now maybe you understand how big this really is. We talk basic stuff. We got Michael Williams talking a lot about numbers, and I wanted to slam it home today. Listen to this recording again. Listen to the percentages I'm saying that's out there. The world is technology, and we're going to be a huge part of that technology, okay? So plug in, stay excited. If you're bored or you're worried about it, go do something. Let them do their job and let them create a complete ecosystem that all of us are going to truly enjoy. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Well, yeah, I was following you along on another sheet. Yeah, the the unseen potential is what keeps me up. Like Chris said, think about this for 1 minute. Every company on the planet is looking at the bottom line. Some of them have a very razor edge where profit begins. And just think about this. A company comes in, they find out about OConnect. They come in, they try it. It's a CEO of a mid-sized company, a small company, 400 people or under, and they see it and they look at it, they try it, and maybe there's a free version. I'm not sure how all it's going to roll out, but just they get in, they look, and they say, okay, wow. So they try the free version, they find out it's 40 to 50% cheaper for the same amount of volume. In other words, 100 people in a room or 1,000 or 5,000, whatever it is. It has all the gadgets that they would need where they don't have to leave the page. So they can bring up a teleprompter or whatever you want, prompter, and read. It's transparent. Read what they want to tell everybody. Now they're all done and they love it, and they go back and they say, "Look, we're not going to pay for the other company." I don't mention names. I don't think we need to. Some of other companies directly we will impact, but most of the time we're going to be B12. We're going to be a B12 shot for a lot of companies. Okay, it's going to make them. It's going to make them enhance what they do. Example: guy comes in, he's got 400 customers. He loves what he sees. Strictly business. He wants the bottom line. So he goes, okay, I can get all 400 of my people in here, pay 50% less, so I save $300, $400, $500 a month, which is a lot. It's a lot. So he saves that. Now, while he's in there, because it's an eco-type system, he looks over and he sees another product. Now, this isn't advertising. He's already there. He's in the mall. He's in the company mall. He looks over and he sees another product that he uses in his company. Well, it's got a free trial. So he goes and looks at it and finds out, wow, we use the same thing. How much is it? What's the pay plan? So he goes and looks how much they get, what they get for the money, and the technology behind it. And he goes, this is smoking. I want this too. So he goes back and eliminates wherever he's getting it from now. Now everything's in one package. Very good for his employees because it's all under one package for them too. What is happening to the business of, what is happening to our business as things like this happen? By the way, how much money was spent for advertisement? Maybe there was money spent for advertisement to get the first guy, but all the other, that guy did, because word of mouth is a killer. I can prove this to you. 1 million founders. We didn't advertise. Word of mouth is pretty strong. Oh yeah, 10 times that told you no, but they're coming too. Definitely. So now, company, I was talking to Michael Williams the other day. Of the waste, the absolute massive waste of advertisement there is for big corporations. They got the money, they got budgets of millions of dollars for advertising, and a big chunk of that money is a waste. Enough of that chunk of the money is a waste that would make us all wealthy. No joke. So they're throwing so much crap on the wall, hoping something sticks. Prime example, Google. Go to Google, look up something. I don't care what it is, armchair. You go up, look up armchairs for sale. There'll be a whole page. I don't know, 10, 15, whatever. The top three get all the views. Because in somebody's mind, really, the farther down the page, the cheaper the chair is. That's not necessarily true. It's just the person that did it doesn't have the right traffic, doesn't know how to do SEO. So you're seeing something that may not be the best. It just may not be. There's a good chance it's not. There's really good products out there and people don't know how to get traffic. So picture this now. A company that spends millions of dollars on traffic, hoping that somebody clicks on it that really wants to buy that chair. The top three, the yellow colored ones that you see, if you click on it and it's for a bird bath and you live in an apartment, you ain't even got no freaking lawn. You click on that, the guy that put the ad in, he has to pay for that. Simple as that. It's pay per click. Click. You got to pay. Yeah, but he wasn't even, he's just messing around. So what? You pay for people surfing. Click, 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 click. Little kids, whatever, like I told you about my granddaughter. But could you imagine as we get going, you're in a company that doesn't sell your data. So when you're done looking at something, we don't say, hey, well, you're going over to this company next. We're going to sell them your technology, your info. We'll share it, surf and turf. Sally's going over to here. She goes on, turns on that new social media platform, and there's that armchair. Either way, they're getting you. But imagine coming to ONPASSIVE and have targeted traffic. I'm going to tell what I mean by that. Targeted traffic with people that have the means to pay for it. Picture that now. So they come in, there's a marketplace, and they put in an armchair. Let's say there's 1 million founders. By this time, there could be millions of people. But all of us are in business. We're starting to generate wealth. And you're looking for an armchair. You're looking for an armchair. You know it's not going to be sold. You know it's not going to be crappy. Because even the person selling the armchair in the marketplace or e-commerce, if they do underselling or trying to rip people off, how long do you think they're going to stay in ONPASSIVE? They won't. They'll be booted out. Clean, ethical. This is massive. This is massive. I would picture anything that you can buy or want or need in the long run will be at our fingertips. Clean and ethical. Will some people try to get it into bed? Yes, it's the planet, of course. But I'll tell you what, if a company knew they could go to one area, get all the things they need from managing their company to communicating with their company to whatever on one platform, 30, 40% cheaper, it's over. It's absolutely over because what do they need to do? The only thing you really need to do, if you have a spectacular product, word of mouth is a killer, like Chris said. It's a killer. If you go do something and they say, you have a friend, for example, not business, stop trying to be a marketer. It doesn't make sense. You don't need to be. Just be you. Somebody comes up and, hey, we're going to do this. I'll meet you on Zoom. I don't use Zoom. Why? I got something better and I couldn't afford it. Really? All right, we'll go to yours then. Can you send us something? Yeah, they don't care. They only care until you make them care. How do you make them care? I got something I want you to look at. It's like you got a trench coat on, you're buck naked underneath it, you know? You're like, I got something for you, you know? It sounds like a shoddy thing. Instead, I don't use that. I use this. Can we use that? Yeah, come on. I just like it because it's secure. Don't blow it up. Get them in. They're going to be blown up when they get there. Don't sell something you don't have to sell. Words of wisdom from a fat guy in New Jersey. Never hype something that doesn't need to be hyped. Never promote something that doesn't need to be promoted. And definitely don't sell something that doesn't need to be sold. If you grab someone, they do it. Look, Chris just said it. What, $4 billion a year for the other company? I want you to picture how many companies, how many products will we have that by themselves are a unicorn value? We don't even know them all. But we know that Mr. Mafar doesn't think small. And if they need it, we'll have it. We build it, they will come. It's that simple. So as they come, and I did a thing on numbers a couple of weeks ago, which I was just messing around. It was one of the biggest videos I ever made. I thought, dang, I didn't even try. Maybe I shouldn't try so hard. But anyway, so as people come, word of mouth is when you go, he told Sam, Sam told Mary, Mary was at a dinner party. They all said, you know what, we need to get together more. We should get together on a conferencing platform. Great, I got Zoom, I got this, I got Meets, I got... No, I'm not doing that. I'm into like keeping my privacy and my data secured, so I don't use it. You know how you're going to do it? I got one. Oh, really? Don't go in and say, Marty DeGarmo's this or Chris Johnson's this and ask me for as the CEO and the name of the company. What the freak? You wouldn't do that normally. In life, you know, hey, I got a movie, you got to see it. You don't go in there and tell them the director was this, the key grip did this, and the second, you know, you tell them what a great movie it was. Don't sell something you don't have to sell. Don't promote something you don't need to promote. Let's stay basic. Let the product sell themselves. Like get people in, AI will take over. I believe that. I believe that's what all this is about. But I want you to know the potential will blow your socks off. And all I'm saying is leverage what you do. And you know what you do? You walk, you talk, you eat, you think, you have fun, you hang out with people. You do that, you do your normal life. And when it comes time, people will ask you, what are you doing and how'd you get it and when'd you get it? How'd you get this? How'd you get? Just tell them. Hey, I see a for sale sign out in front of your house. Why? I'm moving. I'm going to tell you which one into their head. So it doesn't need to be talked about. How can they afford to do that? It must be that business that I was making fun of. Do I ask them? Well, I can ask them because they never asked me about it since the first time I told them no. What did John get a new job? Oh, no, John retired. Now they're going, okay, John retired. They're moving. So what happened? What do you mean? Well, how are you able to do that? Oh, you know that business? Oh, shoot. Now they're going to get drained. That business, what? It went to market and I'm doing very well. And I can upgrade some things in my life, and that's what we're going to do. Is there any opening in there? I mean, could I? Yeah, of course you can. I told you that. Yeah, but I told you no before. I don't care. Today's today. Yeah, you could come in. We could set you up with as an affiliate if you'd like to build a business. Oh yeah, absolutely. Can you talk with my husband too? Sure. And when you get together, are you really serious about it? Because I can help you a little bit. Yeah, we're really serious after you talk to them. And then say, hey, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. There's a business in a box. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for 1 month. I'll give you O Connect. I'll give you this. I'll give you a page builder, whatever. Well, I think you would need. And by the way, here's some traffic to get you all to a big kickstart. Wow, thank you. I can't believe you did that. Well, I just like paying it forward. How much did that cost? You know, Mamadou came on a couple of weeks ago. He blew me the freak away. He's always kidding around. I didn't realize he's a really smart, has a lot of wisdom. And he said, we spend 40 years, most of the time working in a job we don't like, or many different jobs. He works 2 jobs every week, every day. 2. You wind up doing jobs you really don't like, giving up time that is so precious because you don't know when it's over. We don't know when the end of this game is. One day we roll the dice and there's no dots on it, okay? One day you look at that hourglass and it's empty. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but that's it. So what's the most valuable thing in life while we're in life? Time. And to be able to walk away at a younger age, even if it's 5 years, 5 years of freedom with not having to worry about money, which I want, being able to do what you want and being able to help other people. I have already went to stage 1 of heaven. And if I have that until the day I die, now I go to the royal flush of heaven, right? I mean, we don't have any guarantees. And you can't change the world, but you can change your world. And I think it's the biggest opportunity to do that. But I want to let you know, Chris marked this at me and he knew he would. That's why he did it probably, is the potential that's out there. It's already there.
It's there.
It's there. You don't have to create it. You know, one day I said to Ash, and he loves correcting DeGarmo from New Jersey. I said, think about the amount of wealth this company's going to create. DeGarmo, we don't create wealth. Okay. They rake it. There's a big pile of wealth in the world. You don't have to make more. You're not making more. We don't have a printer. There's a big pile of wealth there. And for some reason, for years and years and years, it's all been raked over into 1% of the world population. Well, 99%, 90% is starving. 80% of that 90 is even worse. I mean, it's bad. He made a rake, an AI rake, that can slowly rake some of that back into the hands of people that care. And we want to let you know, if somebody comes to you, yeah, but you should look at other ways to make money. You should have more than one egg in a basket. You should have many streams of income. Picture this one more time. We start off, example, O-Connect, $4 billion industry. We get 50%, 2 billion, 25%, 1 billion, a year. Now picture a new product comes out, another new one, another new one, another new one, another new one. And by the way, if it's really, really good, how much selling do you have to do once they see it? Nothing. How many people are they going to tell because you told them to? No one. They're going to do it on their own. When people stop building is when you tell them to build. You let people be people and they will run their mouth. I do. When I see O-Connect, when things get moving, we will bring in 10 times the amount of people that are here right now, 10 times without selling anything. My opinion, 10 million people will be in ONPASSIVE just from the founders that are already here, if they just be them. Just be you. And then what will happen, big companies are going to start seeing it, because I guarantee you know someone who's married to somebody that's in a big company, or you know someone or a stepbrother or an uncle, good old rich man, Uncle Bob, who's in a company who's got connections with other people in the company, and his job is to find ways to save money in the company. Boom. So ONPASSIVE isn't going to just conquer everybody. ONPASSIVE will be there to uplift companies. It will be the B12 of industry. And companies need a B12 shot. I read to you the other day of companies that almost died, and they had enough guts and the right leader to bring them out of the the dirt. But this company, I believe, will help a lot of companies. Will we directly be involved against some? Yeah, that's just the nature of the beast. But I never heard Ash say to anyone, we're going to beat that company down. We're going to beat that. Never, never, never. He wants to be a place for resources and have things that people need and build it ethically in over above market value, way above market value. And another main thing is try to pay people part of the revenue that is generated from it. It's a win-win. And I know we went over, but Red wasn't coming on anyway. But no, think about what Chris said. Think about, just look at the potential. I think we overthink things. I think we make things more complicated. That's easy for you, Marty. You're a marketer. However many people that we brought into this company, myself, Mike, and Dan, never mentioned the word ONPASSIVE. I never mentioned the word Ashmafara. Most powerful video I ever did was an accident. Will be $17 billion industry in 2027. Well, there you go. And that's only 3 years from now.
Facts.
Less than 2.5. And that goes from 4 to 17. So we can still have 20%, and we got a lot. But the point is, we're on our way. Be happy. If you're that, just ripping you apart inside, I get things are bad, it's temporary. Ask me for the company, me, Chris, everybody else can't do a whole lot for your personal stuff right now.
Yeah.
And you can't do a whole lot of it for me. No, you can't. But you can pray about it. That's what we do. That's strong.
Yeah.
But it's temporary. Things are temporary. So the thing is, we have hope, and we're on a train. We're at a station right now. Everybody's told, get your bags packed, get ready to get on this new train. So anyway, that's all I have, Chris.
Real quick, please like, subscribe, smash that thumb to our YouTube channels for more updates, for exciting stories, for bigger percentages, for prayers, for love, for happiness, because this company is going to take you all to a beautiful place. Don't forget that. Look at the percent. The percentages are there. The companies are there. It's all there. And we're going to just slowly slide right in because people are going to say, I need that. I need to drive more traffic to my website. 23% of businesses have low volume traffic to their website because they don't really know what they're doing. Guess what? Ashmafara does. Marty, I love you, brother. This was fun.
Love you too. So we're about to go one more time. Robin's like a sister to me for real, family member. Pray for her. She's going just right about now. They're getting her ready, I'm sure. I gave someone my phone number to give me an update. Anyway, all the companies in the world have nothing to do with helping Robin. It's only one. So only one person, the man above. See you all. Thanks for being here. And yeah, this was a long one. Thanks, everybody. I mean that.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, tonight at 8 o'clock.
Oh, geez, a carnivore.
And guess who we have? We
The
don't
railroad
have
guy.
a lion coming. Well,
Yeah, John was supposed to come, but he's got something else to do. I'm sure we'll get him next week. I think, did you already ask Narelle?
yes, I wanted Narelle anyway.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you
I
asked
didn't know.
Narelle.
I wanted Narelle. I thought we'd do Narelle and John, but John can't make it. It's okay. But Narelle will be here, and it's changed her life, I'm sure. But let her tell you. We're gonna have like a discussion about it instead of she talks and we leave. That way you can understand, because it did different stuff for all of us.
Yep.
Really. All right. See you all. 8 o'clock tonight. Bye. Y'all come back. Hey, by the way, if you've got a big bone, chunky dude or a lady in your family, they might want to come to. They might want to. Now, look, they're going to tell you they're big boned, but I guarantee. Listen, you know what big. You know what big bone is, right? It's not. It's
I
fat.
know.
No, it's freaking fat. Nobody has big bones unless I'm a freaking dinosaur. I guarantee you hang my skeleton up next to anybody that's 6'3", our bones will be about the same size. It's the crap hanging off your bones, okay?
Say goodbye, Marty.
I want to give you words of wisdom. Nobody has big bones. And the chance of having a gland problem, pretty minimal.
Marty,
Pretty
say
minimal.
goodbye.
That Twinkie that you have, if you take that and you shove it in this gland, you're getting fat. Anyway, see